Did you know that neglecting certain body parts in your daily hygiene routine could impact your health and longevity? As we age, maintaining good hygiene becomes even more crucial to prevent infections and promote overall well-being. In this video, we'll explore 5 key body parts that you should wash every day to stay healthy and potentially live longer. By the end of this video, you'll have a clear understanding of how simple hygiene practices can make a significant difference in your health. Now, you might be thinking, I already know how to keep clean, but here's the thing. Many of us overlook some critical areas that need our attention. Studies have shown that proper hygiene can reduce the risk of infections and even improve your quality of life. For instance, did you know that not washing certain areas can lead to skin issues or even more serious health problems? It's true. And the third body part on our list will definitely surprise you. Let's dive into what we'll cover today. First, we'll talk about the importance of washing your feet daily. It might sound basic, but it's more important than you think. Next, we'll discuss why cleaning behind your ears is crucial. Yes, really. Then, we'll move on to the often neglected belly button, which can harbor bacteria if not cleaned properly. We'll also cover the importance of washing your underarms thoroughly to prevent odor and bacteria buildup. Finally, we'll reveal the surprising area that many people forget to wash, which can have a big impact on your health. So, what will you gain from watching this video? You'll learn practical tips to enhance your daily routine, avoid common hygiene mistakes, and discover how these small changes can lead to a healthier, longer life. If you find this information helpful, please like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Let's get started. All right, let's dive into our first point, your hands. Now you might be thinking, hands? Really? But hear me out. Your hands are like the frontline soldiers in the battle against germs. They're the first line of defense, and keeping them clean is crucial for staying healthy. You know, it's funny, but I remember my grandmother always saying, "Wash your hands before you eat." And she was right. It's one of those timeless pieces of advice that never goes out of style. Think about it. We use our hands for everything: eating, touching doorknobs, shaking hands, and even petting our furry friends. And every time we do, we're picking up germs. So, washing your hands frequently and thoroughly is essential to prevent infections like colds, flu, and even food poisoning. It's like giving your immune system a little boost every time you lather up. Now, let's talk about when you should wash your hands. Before meals, definitely. After using the restroom, absolutely. And after touching public surfaces, like those shopping cart handles or elevator buttons. You know, those places where everyone else has been too. It's just a good habit to get into. But here's the thing. It's not just about rinsing your hands under water for a second. You want to use soap and water and scrub for at least 20 seconds. I know, 20 seconds can feel like a long time, but you can hum a little tune to make it go by faster. Maybe the happy birthday song twice? It works like a charm. Now, I get it. Washing your hands a lot can lead to dry skin, especially as we get older. But don't worry, there's a simple fix. Just use a good moisturizer after washing. It keeps your skin soft and prevents that uncomfortable dryness. And if you're out and about and can't get to soap and water, consider using an alcohol-based hand sanitizer. It's a handy backup. The thing is, our hands are the most common way germs are transferred. So regular washing is crucial. It's like a small investment in your health that pays off big time. And hey, if you have any favorite hand washing tips or tricks, I'd love to hear them. Share them in the comments. So, there you have it. Keeping your hands clean is a simple yet powerful way to protect yourself and those around you. It's one of those small habits that can make a big difference in your overall health. And who knows, maybe you'll even inspire someone else to wash their hands a little more often. All right, let's talk about feet. I know, not the most glamorous topic, but hear me out. Your feet are like the foundation of a house. If the foundation isn't solid, well, everything else can start to wobble, right? So taking care of your feet is actually super important for your overall health. Now, why should you wash your feet every day? Well, it's not just about keeping them clean. It's about preventing those pesky fungal infections that can sneak up on you, especially between the toes. You know, those areas that are easy to overlook. And washing your feet can also help with circulation, which is crucial as we get older. So here's what you can do. When you're in the shower, take a moment to give your feet a good scrub. And don't forget to dry them thoroughly, especially between the toes. That's where moisture likes to hang out. And that's where trouble can start. If you're prone to fungal issues, maybe consider using an antifungal powder. It can be a game changer. But it's not just about washing. You should also keep an eye out for any signs of infection, redness, swelling, or anything that just doesn't look right. Catching these things early can save you a lot of hassle down the road. And moisturizing your feet is key. Dry skin can lead to cracks, and cracks can lead to infections. So, a little lotion can go a long way. Now, let's talk about some of the risks. Fungal infections are a big one, and they can be stubborn. Poor circulation is another concern, especially if you're dealing with conditions like diabetes. But don't worry, there are solutions. Wearing breathable shoes can help keep your feet dry and comfortable. And if you notice persistent issues, it's always a good idea to see a doctor. Better safe than sorry, right? You might be wondering, why all this fuss about feet? Well, our feet are prone to sweat and bacteria. They need daily attention to keep them in tip-top shape. It's like maintaining a car. Regular checkups and care can prevent bigger problems down the line. So do you have any foot care routines that work for you? Maybe a special lotion or a favorite pair of shoes? I'd love to hear about it. Share your tips in the comments. We can all learn from each other, and who knows? You might just help someone else out. Remember, taking care of your feet is taking care of your health. It's one of those small things that can make a big difference. So let's give our feet the attention they deserve. After all, they're carrying us through life, one step at a time. Let's talk about the face. It's one of those things we see every day in the mirror, but do we really think about how to take care of it properly? You know, our face is like the front door to our body. It's exposed to everything: sun, wind, pollution. So it's super important to give it some gentle care. Now, I know what you might be thinking. I've been washing my face for years. What's new? Well, the thing is, as we get older, our skin becomes more delicate, so we need to be a bit more mindful. Start with a mild cleanser, nothing too harsh. You want something that cleans without stripping away all the natural oils. And here's a little tip. Wash your face in the morning and before bed. It's like brushing your teeth, just a good habit to get into. And when you're done washing, pat it dry with a soft towel. No need to rub like you're scrubbing a pot. Just gentle pats, especially around the eyes. That skin is super thin and sensitive. I remember my friend telling me how she used to scrub her face with a washcloth, thinking it was doing good, but she ended up with irritated skin. So, lesson learned, be gentle. Now, let's talk about some of the challenges. You might notice your skin feeling dry or irritated sometimes. That's pretty common. But don't worry, there are solutions. A good moisturizer can work wonders. Find one that suits your skin type. And if you're not sure, a quick chat with a dermatologist can be really helpful. They can recommend products that are just right for you. Why is all this important? Well, our face is constantly exposed to environmental pollutants. It's like a sponge, soaking up everything around us. Regular cleaning helps remove bacteria and irritants, keeping your skin healthy and fresh. Plus, it feels good, doesn't it? There's something refreshing about a clean face. And hey, I'm curious, what skincare products do you swear by? Is there a moisturizer or cleanser you can't live without? Share in the comments. I love hearing about what works for others. It's like swapping recipes, but for skincare. So remember, gentle care for your face is key. It's not just about looking good, it's about feeling good too. And who doesn't want that? Keep it simple, keep it gentle, and your skin will thank you. All right, let's dive into the world of hidden hygiene heroes, your armpits and belly button. Now, you might be thinking, really? My belly button? But hear me out. These areas are like little secret hideouts for bacteria and sweat, and they need some love and attention to keep you feeling fresh and healthy. First up, let's talk about those armpits. We all know they can be a bit, well, aromatic at times. But it's not just about the smell. It's about keeping bacteria at bay. Using a gentle soap can make a world of difference. You don't need anything too harsh, just something mild that can help reduce odor and bacteria. And if you notice any irritation, it's a good idea to check it out. Sometimes a little deodorant can help, but make sure it's something that works for your skin. Now, onto the belly button. It's easy to forget about this little guy, but it can be a hotspot for bacteria if left unchecked. A simple way to keep it clean is by using a cotton swab. Just a gentle clean with a bit of soap and water can prevent any unwanted bacterial growth. And remember, rinse thoroughly. You don't want any soap residue hanging around. You might wonder, why all this fuss about these areas? Well, the thing is, they can harbor bacteria and sweat, which can lead to infections or just plain discomfort. And nobody wants that, right? So keeping these areas clean is a small step that can have a big impact on your overall health. Now, let's talk about some of the challenges. Odor and bacterial infections are the main culprits here. But don't worry, there are solutions. Using an antibacterial soap can help keep things in check. And keeping the area dry is key. Moisture can be a breeding ground for bacteria, so a quick pat dry after washing can do wonders. Have you ever had issues with these areas? Maybe you've noticed a bit of irritation or an unexpected odor? It's more common than you might think, and sharing your experiences can be really helpful. We all learn from each other after all. So next time you're in the shower, give a little extra attention to your armpits and belly button. It's a small routine change that can make a big difference. And who knows, you might just feel a bit fresher and more comfortable throughout the day. It's all about those little steps that add up to a healthier, happier you. As we get older, routines become more than just habits. They're like anchors in our day. I remember my grandmother always said, "A good routine is like a warm cup of tea. It comforts you." And she was right. Establishing a daily hygiene routine isn't just about staying clean. It's about creating a sense of control and structure in our lives. It's like having a little roadmap for the day, Think about it. When everything else feels unpredictable, having that routine can be a real comfort. It's like a familiar song that plays in the background, keeping us steady. So, how has your routine changed over the years? Maybe you've added a new step or found a new favorite soap. We'd love to hear your stories. After all, sharing these little rituals can remind us that we're all navigating this journey together, one day at a time. So we've talked about the importance of washing your hands, feet, face, armpits, and even your belly button every day. It might sound simple, but these small habits can really make a big difference in how we feel and how long we live. I remember my grandmother always saying, "Cleanliness is next to godliness." And I never quite understood it until I got older. It's not just about being clean. It's about taking care of ourselves in a way that shows we value our health and well-being. Think about it. Our hands touch everything, and our feet carry us through life. Our face is what we present to the world, and our armpits, well, they need a little extra love to keep us fresh. And the belly button? It's like this little hidden spot that we often forget about, but it deserves attention too. It's funny how these small things can add up to a healthier life, isn't it? If you found this video helpful, I'd love it if you could like, subscribe, and maybe even share it with your friends and family. You never know who might need a little reminder about these everyday habits. Plus, it helps us keep bringing you more tips and tricks for a healthier life. Thank you so much for watching. Remember, it's the little things we do every day that can lead to a happier, healthier life. So, take care of yourself, and don't forget to wash those important parts. Who doesn't want to feel their best every day, right? Take care, and I'll see you in the next video.